You can start. I'm just filling up my water cup.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Celdon Episode 2, Past, Present, Future. So, last time in this dystopian hellscape that I've subjected all of you to, eat your heart out, Hickmans, I've created the Dreadest Realm. You guys were whisked away to the city of Celdon, which is some capitalist nightmare state where the spirit of midwinter is with no one, and there are ghosts everywhere, and smog, and the river eats people and catches fire.
And dissolves souls.
You guys were nickel and dimed and forced to find jobs. Korg and Isabel found employment with a tech startup creating prosthetic limbs for factory workers who have been injured on the job, which sounds like a wonderful job or kind of thing until the business owner just makes you go back to work like 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
It's like Silicon Valley. It's all these beautiful inventions used for the worst possible reasons.
And then Kvinna,
things that already exist.
And then Kvinna and the White Phantom explored the financial district. They left Hody and Hodel because it was providing some negative flashbacks for Kvinna.
It was too corporate.
And found a smaller, meaner organization named Scrimp and Scowly.
You can tell it's mean by the name Scowly.
Yeah. Well, spoilers.
Not Scrimp.
Yeah. Spoilers, Scowly's dead. So.
Yeah. That occurred to me later after Alfie Clapham wasn't Scowly. I was like, oh, no, yeah, because the partner's dead.
Yeah. And White Phantom was sent to tax collect or to money collect from poor people, which she took some umbrage to. So she attempted to steal from rich people, but was stopped at the gate. Before
hey, whoa! We don't know if I was going to. I was just scouting it out.
White Phantom was going to go steal from some rich people.
Maybe not right then, but was planning to for certain.
But I stopped her. And everyone went back to the boarding house where they were buffeted by ghosts. And that's where we start. And your landlady, Rolly Stebbins, is sitting in the corner, kind of huddled with a little candle, and it's flickering. And you can hear like wind howling and kind of the shutters slamming against the windows.
Korg seems very unfazed because he figures that the purpose of these ghosts is to like force the midwinter spirit on people. But trying to give Korg the midwinter spirit is kind of like trying to tape a firecracker to a hydrogen bomb. So he's not entirely worried. He figures they'll only go for the nasty people.
Oh, that might be my favorite description of a thing in a long, long time.
I stole it from the Strong Bad video game.
Wow.
Good source to steal from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Can we make out the ghostliness of them, or does it just sound like wind?
Well, all the windows are closed, so you can't see out. But it just sounds like...
But, like,
I'm sorry.
A cacophony of voices rising and falling, or like, okay.
Well, it's like ghostly moaning.
Okay. Yeah, weird. They made it weird.
So, I think what is going to do is reach into her bag and pull out a little cube, like push some buttons, turn some levers on it, and it's going to unfold into a dragon chess set. She's just going to ask anybody else if they want to play. They have a night to pass.
Oh, we're just gonna stay in then.
I mean, if you feel like braving the streets...
Korg not entirely sure this proper circumstances for caroling, but would not be opposed to doing so. Dangerous caroling is like both halves of Korg's job description.
Well, see, I had plans for tonight and don't really want the ghosts to put a damper on that.
Yes, caroling. And then Korg will give a very large, obvious wink at the Phantom.
Yeah, caroling.
Wink!
My half-orc's proficient in insight. Whoop-de-doo.
Mistress Stebbins?
Yeah.
Are they going to be at this all night?
Yeah.
And they only do it on midwinter?
Yeah.
Are they trying to stop the sun from coming back?
I don't think so.
Well, why did they do it then?
Tell us a ghost story, if you will. Holds the candle underneath her face.
Hold on a second. Before we keep going, there is background noise.
Oh, is it coming from me?
I can easily test this.
It sounds like children.
Yeah, it's coming from you, Soup.
Well, yeah, I've got people in the other room watching something, and I don't really know if I can turn them down. Is that going to be an issue?
I didn't notice it until it was pointed out.
Okay,
so.
then I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Sorry. What was the question?
Oh, do we know why they're doing this, or?
She says, no. It started 10 years ago.
Oh.
When, the mists came.
Korg opens up his book and writes down, a specter is haunting Caledon.
How much, because I'm an academic, would I know about extraplanar stuff? Like, I have at some point in my studies just come across general mist or dread realm knowledge.
Give me an Arcana check. It's going to be pretty hard.
I probably wouldn't be able to. I don't have proficiency in Arcana. Well, I do have Bard stuff.
18? Okay. You have heard folk legends and such about mists abducting people. They're not very specific or anything like that. There are for sure other planes. There are some terrible ones. Some of this reminds you of the Shadowfell, but from what you understand about the Shadowfell, it's one connected plane. It's not kind of broken off into bits like this seems to be, because you can't really... She'll kind of say that's when the city was taken and you can't leave anymore, no matter which way they went, out to sea, down the river, out any of the roads. The further you walk into the mist, the more lost you got. And if you kept walking, sometimes you would just come out the other side of the city. So it doesn't sound bad, but you're not necessarily familiar with specifically the demi-plane of dread.
Did anything else happen then, or was it just the mists?
She'll say just the mists and the ghosts, and then the ghosts stayed and started enforcing some laws.
You have ghost cops.
She'll say ghost judges.
Korg, not sure.
Cops are learning.
Ghost judges in a realm of dread. They are dread judges.
Nope.
Korg will look directly at the camera.
Nobody look at Jay. Just pretending it's not happening. Well, did they hurt people?
She'll say, sometimes tonight they will. But for the most part, as long as you follow the rules, they don't hurt anyone.
Well, what are the rules?
Everyone over the age of 10 who is not ill must have legal gainful employment.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Begging is illegal. Theft is illegal. Kind of, she lists normal law, no murder, anything like that. But the big one, the most capital offense is you have to have a job.
Unionization legal?
No. Oh.
I
I think you got slapped for that last episode.
You did.
He did.
By children.
Yes.
By a child sweatshop worker, I remember now.
Yeah, she'll kind of cover her ears when you say such a terrible thing.
The U word.
Miss
Is just going to look at Korg and go, imagine being in some of the worst parts of the history book. That's about where we are.
Don't worry. After this comes slightly worse part of history book. Oh dear.
There are no good parts of a history book.
Miss the Phantom, sir, do you need to go out?
I mean, the sooner the better. It's part of my job, you would say.
Oh. Collecting debts?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't want to tell you how to do that, but it sounds pretty dangerous. I wouldn't want you to go alone.
Honestly, that just adds to the fun for me.
Korg can make distraction if such action is necessary.
Andrew, am I still getting mostly distant static as far as the voice in my head goes? Okay.
Although when you were in Alistair Scrimp's office, he was a lot clearer, kind of around the bureaucracy of it.
Yeah. I knew that would please him.
Still way fuzzier than you have ever felt him before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think you should go alone. I said it.
Well, you all are invited to come along with me if you'd like.
Hooray!
Well,
And Korg will happily join.
This place certainly does seem unique. It might add to some interesting lines of research down the road. Never shot a ghost before.
Could be good for research.
That's what I'm thinking, yes.
Well, actually, I'll kind of prairie dog back up from our table meeting here. Mistress Stebbins, has anyone tried to, push the ghosts away? Tell them, shoo, go back to Oops All Ghosts.
Why don't we take the ghosts and push them somewhere else?
She'll say...
Assume because your hand will go through them.
She'll say, well, I don't quite know. Maybe.
Don't you have holy thing? Accounting lady? With the holy... Korg seems to be getting frustrated. Clearly the words are lost in translation, but he's trying to say turn undead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, you are barking up the wrong tree.
Are you assuming her class?
No, my
Now there is a clear class system in play here. Just don't assume, all right?
Don't lie. You thought Korg was barbarian when you first saw him.
Oh, you're not? Mm-hmm.
Oh, other people wear hide armor?
Well,
Actually, barbarians don't wear armor, so.
Oh.
actually,
Not if they want that plus 10 to move.
well, I do draw my powers from a divine source who's being suspiciously quiet. But no, I've heard of people that can do that. I can't do that.
Kvinna, you feel Monitor kind of press forward a little bit again, but it seems like he's yelling at someone else, and you just hear, "No, you shut up."
Oh no. It's fine. Is it fine?
Korg, unsure.
Quite.
Well, since they seem very touchy about going out and locking all the windows, maybe we shouldn't leave from... I mean, I doubt she's going to open the front door for us, so maybe we should go to our room. And... I mean, I had a window.
You did.
Well, I certainly can scale down a wall and am not afraid to. Anyone else have any problems with this plan?
Korg think maybe we should not discuss it in hallway, but Korg liked the plan.
Oh, I fully expect I'm going to turn both ankles somehow, but yeah, like I would try.
My ankle. My other ankle.
What floor are we on?
You're on the first floor. Oh, your rooms are on the third floor.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
But surely there'll be some drain pipe or something. This will be fine.
Maybe we can just leave out the front door. I like that.
Oh,
we can ask.
You can ask Miss Stebbins, but she didn't seem too keen on it.
Yeah, I'm getting a strong no.
I see her shaking her head from here.
Korg will look at Miss Stebbins and say, Korg going for a stroll. And I'd like to make an intimidation check.
Ooh, make it with disadvantage. She is way more afraid of these ghosts than you.
Well, I rolled a natural 1. So Korg bites his tongue.
Yep.
Good. He gets up to sound intimidating, trips, and falls on his face.
Take 1 point of shame damage.
Well,
let's just pretend that didn't happen.
Happy.
Maybe the one was you reconsidering it. Just,
Yeah.
Well, happy midwinter, everyone. I'm gonna turn in.
Yeah, gonna be
what a
hit in the
lovely
head.
idea.
Scrape stool. Go upstairs. Oh, are you all going to bed too?
Yeah, that gruel just filled me right out. Gotta go sleep it off.
Yeah, I got
It's
the
either
itis.
go to bed or continue to lament I haven't found a proper hot spring since leaving the Citadel.
Korg will activate scene transition.
well, I mean, the river is hot in a different kind of way.
It catches on fire.
Yeah.
Proper hot spring.
I feel like that would be akin to like getting fried in boiling oil.
I mean, yeah.
Build a man a fire, keep him warm for the night. Set a man on fire, you keep him warm for the rest of his life.
You guys head upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What do you want to do upstairs?
Pull out my...
Which window is closest to the fire escape?
Okay. Everybody give me investigation or perception checks.
Wait, is there just like I don't know if this place follows building codes. I feel like they don't, but is there a second exit?
No. Oh, absolutely not. No, this is a death trap.
Yeah. This is how kids die in
7.
textile fires.
One on
times.
investigation.
Yeah.
That's a healthy 16.
16.
I look out the window and, oh, that's much too high. Oh, no. Okay. No, Someone else look.
12. I'm looking at my rope.
And sorry, what did you get, Jay?
6. Oh, sorry.
7. I rolled a
Okay.
1.
So Korg got the highest. Okay. So Korg, you kind of go into each of your rooms and kind of stick your head, kind of press it up against the window and look both ways, kind of move the fog. And you see...
Wow, in midwinter.
You just see a swirling vortex of bluish-green spectral bodies outside, wailing and screaming, and kind of, one of them flies very close and it seems to be looking right at you. But you can see that there is a drain pipe outside of your window.
Korg will go and tell his friends.
Right. Mr. Phantom, sir, are you sure you want to grab this? It seems... Well, the weather outside is frightful.
But there's no fire in here to be delightful.
That is
Korg
true.
didn't start one.
I did pay for
that's
heat.
Unwise.
I mean, we could wait for tomorrow, but what's the fun in that?
Korg excited to solve this mystery.
Well, I guess not getting torn apart in a spectral maelstrom would be the fun.
One.
And there was some dragon chests, I understood. But I mean, I won't let you go out alone. So
Dragon what?
dragon chests, right? It came out of that cube.
I'm just saying it sounds like just a bundle of fun to me. Sounds like a challenge.
If there's
Korg's brain saying no, but heart say yes. Sorry, you
Plus-
cut out a bit, Jay?
if there's adventure to be had, I recommend we have it.
Well, it doesn't sound very fun to me, but I don't actually understand fun. So, okay.
Plus, what if we get caught in like a Groundhog Day situation and tomorrow night is also Midwinter's Eve?
Another Dread Realm. Put it on the list.
Oops, all groundhogs.
So is the groundhog the Dreadlord? How does that work?
Ooh.
Yes, absolutely.
In that case, it needs to be the Caddyshack Dread Realm.
Okay.
Mm.
Maybe they can have a crossover.
Bill Murray's in both of them.
Yeah. The whole...
Bill Murray is the Dread Realm, or the
Yes.
Yeah.
Which will tie into the Ghostbusters Dread Realm.
Yeah, oops, all ghosts.
Exactly.
Okay. So there is a drain pipe. Who would like to climb down this drain pipe first?
I request Korg go before me. And probably girl. How
Wait,
good are you at catching?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I definitely think Korg should go down first.
Korg, 250 pounds. Are you sure that's wise?
Oh, I see. Yeah, but I was thinking you could catch us when I inevitably fall. But
Precisely.
that's a good point. I am
If
a
you
slip of a thing.
insist. Korg will go if he must.
Miss Phantom, did you mention a rope? Did you mention a rope?
I believe that I have a burglar's pack which has a rope in it.
Oh, that's a funny thing to have.
Don't worry about it.
Is there anything we could tie a rope to in the room?
Korg will wave.
Of substance, there's Korg and the bed, but the bed's not huge. It's like a twin, and it's
There's
essentially
not
made
like
of
a
matchsticks.
radiator on the wall that's turned off because Korg didn't pay for heat.
Yeah.
Korg liked the cold.
Can we tie the rope to
bracing.
the radiator? See if that comes off?
Trusting the distant voice in my head, first thing I'll do is unlatch the window and open it.
Okay.
Are we immediately overcome by a ghost armada?
No, but the wailing and screaming gets much louder.
Okay.
Ghost storm!
Ghosts.
Korg is into it.
It's a festive kind of screams of the damned.
Okay, well, I guess let's see about this rope.
Korg will tie, I guess if no one else is making the decision, Korg will tie one end of the rope around his waist and then kind of sit on the edge of the building.
Okay.
Or
that
like
could work.
against the window.
I don't hate this plan.
Okay.
And Korg will also like hold onto the bed.
Who wants to go down first then?
Light us first, please. Oh, that worked too.
Everybody's pretty light from
Yeah.
Compared to Korg, we're all feathers.
Yeah.
collectively you might weigh the same as Korg.
That's like actually probably true.
A third of Izza's weight is probably her arm.
White Phantom, give me an athletics check.
Okay, and I did take the athlete feat so that I can climb at full speed,
Okay.
just as an aside. Oh, that's actually quite good.
I guess technically, am I aiding?
15.
Okay, you were lowering the DC.
Okay.
So White Phantom very skillfully, as if they've done this before,
Weird.
right down the side of the building and kind of lands on the street.
Wow, she's
Ta-da!
Who's next?
Well, no time like the present.
Athletics check.
Athletics. Oh, that's a 5.
Korg, give me a strength saving throw.
Oh boy. How am I not proficient in those?
Because you're a bard.
Yeah, I
barbarian.
forgot.
You're the wrong bee.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Whoops. That is a 15.
Okay. Isabel just starts falling. Like kind of her little feet slip and she just kind of starts sliding down the rope. But Korg grabs it, braces himself to the bed, and kind of pulls it enough where she can, one, that he doesn't fall, and that she slows her descent and then kind of hits the ground hard, but doesn't take damage or anything. Kind of tumbles.
I was gonna say, could I position myself underneath her to try and catch her bum a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. That could have gone better.
Oh no. Gasp. Okay.
Korg will put a hand on Kvinna's shoulder and say, Korg, believe in you.
Okay.
And Korg will give Kvinna inspiration.
Oh. Yeah.
That
I
is
believe in me too now.
That is a D8.
Okay. Thank you. I will probably need it.
I believe I should probably use that.
And you said roll Arcana?
No.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Athletics.
If that were the case, I would have made it.
So history then we'll do it.
Or you can learn the history of ropes.
Okay, well I rolled a
What
natural
about-
18,
What about
which is a
investigation?
-1. Which
Plus
is
a
a 17,
D8.
but then I got a 3 on
Well, you can wait to use that for later if you want.
I
you
brought
did
them
pretty well.
together because I did assume I'd need it, so I'll stick with it. And we'll say that's why I did such a good job, because Korg believed in me. And yeah,
Just Mission
I'm an
Impossible.
independent woman from accounting.
Yeah, Mission Impossible, rappel down the wall. Everyone else is like, yeah, okay.
Korg will look out the window and say, Korg see flaw in this plan. And he will
Considering the
tie...
girl did that better than you did.
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
Yeah,
Must be
Korg
the
will,
white. It's the white
It must
outfit.
be the white, yeah.
Korg will tie the other end of the rope to the bed and try to sort of rappel down the wall.
Okay. Athletics check.
Korg got a 15.
Give me a dex saving throw, Korg.
For a 15?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
You were the reason our DC was lower, so now that you're not there, that might be easier.
Yeah, I got a 7.
Okay. So
I'm stepping out of the way now of the rope. Just
I will catch you.
Don't take this personal, but I'd rather not be splat.
Korg, you make it most of the way down the wall, and then kind of about 10 feet from the top, rappelling, you just kick off a bit of the wall that's kind of got moss on it, and you just land on your butt a little hard, and you take 3 damage from falling. But it's not.
I can deal with that.
Yeah. You just kind of, it's more embarrassing than anything else, but you're okay.
Korg doesn't get embarrassed.
Hop back up. Everyone make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, careful.
Oh, joy.
Oh, good. That's not actually a thing I'm good at.
Oh dear.
Can I
7.
Can I use resistance?
Can you? What?
Well, I never know because it's like an action cast, but then it adds a D4 to a save. So how much do I have to know I'm going to have to make a save? Like I don't.
You do have to like tap someone on the shoulder and be like, "You're going to make a fireball save this round."
Yeah, or
resistance.
something. So I'm fine with not getting it, but I really have some issues with how resistance is
It's just not
is
great.
set up. Oh boy.
Oh, but you could like, if you didn't want your friend to like fail a zone of truth or something. I don't know. Anyway,
It seems
then you have
real
to see
corner
the zone
case.
of truth coming.
yeah. But you do have that thing where your god can save you, Kvinna.
Oh, that's true. Boy, I got a 6. Do I think? It's probably worth it. What's that? That's 2d4. I just want to look up if they can explain themselves in resistance. But
While Marty does that, what did everyone else get on their wisdom saves?
7.
7? Oh boy.
I get resistance lasts for a minute, so maybe that's part of it. But
Nat
it
20.
Okay.
does not seem very good.
14.
14.
Ooh. I went from a 6 to a 13 because a monitor needs me not to die right now.
Okay.
He smells bureaucracy on the wind.
Everyone saves except for Korg.
Awesome.
Oh,
Korg, you are frightened by all of these ghosts, and you are aged 30 years.
I'm a half-orc.
I mean, he dies right away. No.
No, but
No, we've spoken before. We think the life expectation of half orcs and orcs is
is accounting for
occupational.
lifestyle.
It's
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yep. You failed to save by 5 or more. You age.
That's kind of depressing.
So, all of the ghosts kind of start buffeting you and surrounding you, and you can see they are like removing like bandages and you know, gaping wounds. Arms are falling off, and they are horrifying all of you. And you see that Korg visibly wrinkles appear on his face.
Korg will fall over and start writhing in fear and pain, and like a white beard sprouts from his Not a white beard, just a regular beard.
Oh, no.
Concerning.
Oh, this is an unfortunate start to things.
Mr. Korg?
Is this usual with your excursions, Miss Phantom?
No, this isn't normal.
Korg will vomit.
Lovely.
I don't know how to help him.
I don't know if I can be helped.
You can be helped.
They're prestidigitation cleaning the vomit.
Well,
Slap him into not being frightened anymore?
well, I was going to cast resistance now, since maybe sometime in the next minute he'll have to save against something. I have issues with this spell. So yes, I will cast resistance on him and try to give him. I believe in you. I believe in you. Can you hear me?
Continue magically cleaning vomit.
Korg will stand up. Korg feels as though he has been cheated of youth.
Can I get Arcana checks from people?
Sure.
Sure.
Korg now somewhat depressed and also afraid.
16.
16? Okay.
11.
11. 4.
Did I make an Arcana check? Okay.
Again.
Okay, well, I got a, that's a lot of number. I got a 19.
Okay. Korg and Isabel, you would know that Korg's aging can be reversed if you can find someone who can cast a greater restoration spell in the next 24 hours.
Oh, jeez. That's... You had to add that last part in, didn't you?
More powerful spells could reverse it in a greater time frame, but that's the lowest level one you can do in 24 hours.
Is greater restore is the lower?
Yeah, greater restoration.
Jeez.
Well, we'll add that to the list of things.
It's on the itinerary.
Yep.
Korg think maybe that should be moved up the itinerary.
It is high on the itinerary.
Korg, thank you. Korg's not feeling well.
We
do
noticed
it at the same time, maybe? Okay, pressing on.
Korg is visibly shaking. Korg is the tank, guys. Wait a second. Shit, I had a song for... I have a feature for this. God damn it. I have counter charm. So Korg will play the counter charm, but like he's not looking so hot.
Okay.
His heart's just not in it. So all creatures within 30 feet have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Okay. So make another save with advantage, Korg.
And an additional D4.
Oh, another save with advantage. That one was a little better, but not by much.
And a D4.
Okay, that is 13.
13 is what you need to succeed, so you are no longer frightened.
I'm still 30 years older.
You're still 30 years older, so you are...
Korg's back hurt.
50. Which in half-orcish is pretty old.
It's really old.
Okay. So, kind of having seen you guys kind of power through and you know, chin up through the ghosts, they lift up from around you and kind of start flying above you and kind of flying through the streets again, and they seem to be more ignoring you now.
Well, that's nice.
Okay.
That's a better start to things.
Well, lead the way, Miss Phantom.
We pushed them back with the Spirit of Midwinter.
Korg will change the counter charm to the Mission Impossible song so it doesn't give away their position.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
It is the scene from Emperor's New Groove where he is singing his own theme song, You Cannot Convince Me Otherwise.
Okay. He's got a guitar too.
Okay, well, let's go towards these rich people then.
So yes, so I do want to mention one thing. Korg also did get a slip of paper from someone towards the end of last episode that he never read. So
there it was writing on it.
There was writing on it.
Okay,
what, I just handed you a slip of paper?
Did I never actually read it?
You
or
did.
did it?
Nope.
I feel so silly. Okay, Korg will read it.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
Because I think you got it, and then you were immediately confronted by a judge.
You were.
Oh, I remember
So you
now.
kind of quickly hit it, and then presumably you would have read it not too long ago. It says, it gives an address in the Southwall tenements that you could meet. It says a friend.
Korg have special contact, but not sure if today is good night for it.
And you're just mentioning this now? Okay. Add it to the itinerary.
Was a little busy being terrified.
Well, you're making friends.
That is good.
Korg not entirely sure these safe friends.
Oh, where did you
Wonderful.
make these friends?
Well, Korg was spray painting the side of a building, and
They're bad influences, Korg. I don't like you hanging out with them.
Well, maybe we can go and hang out with your hooligan friends after we get done stealing from the rich. Okay, let's go.
Wait, we're doing what?
Don't worry about it. No paperwork will be hurt.
Fun, though. And they are both, sir.
technically stealing money counts as paperwork if you think about it.
Oh, I get jokes.
Okay.
Of course you do.
So you guys, of course okay, so you guys head through, these, the district of the city you're in, up through the market district, and you approach, the staircase that, White Phantom previously was, turned back at, and there are no guards.
Yes.
Sure, there's nobody on the streets at all,
There's
right?
nobody on the streets except for ghosts.
Yes. And this is why it's the perfect night to go out. All right.
I'm gonna guess and check for some sort of just like, I don't know, alarm magic.
Sure.
Very smart.
That's an arcana, yes?
Yeah, Arcana or Investigation.
Fun fact, that D20 is heavy enough to go on my phone's touchscreen and make it do things.
Oh.
13.
Okay, you do not believe that this staircase is magically alarmed in any way.
Who would
Actually,
be
as I
out on
remember
a
that
night like
I
this?
can do that now. Could I have cast Detect Magic as a ritual while we were walking?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. You do not detect any magic. Well, no, you don't detect any magic.
As long as I don't look directly up into the sky.
Yeah, I don't even know if undead would trigger it.
Is there any necromancy?
What's the range on detect magic?
60
30
feet.
60 feet?
60 feet.
6.
Nothing within range then, no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, shall we go up then?
Adventure.
Oh, poor Korg.
No time
Nice.
like the present. Best use it while we still have it.
Korg will try to ignore that comment.
We're gonna get you some help, buddy. It's on the list.
Thank you.
It is on the list. I am keeping a list.
Are you checking it twice?
Well, yeah, naturally.
Obviously.
I assume at least in triplicate.
And I initial it every time I check it. So then I know and have a receipt.
Korg will pull out some of the receipts he got earlier.
Yeah, hold on to them.
Korg will use them for taxes.
Yeah.
That's what they're for.
Kvinna, you once again feel Amantor press forward a little bit, and you hear him say, "No, she's mine."
Oh, okay.
And you guys head up the stairs.
Happy midwinter.
Happy winter.
You guys head up the stairs, and the ghosts seem less thick up here. There are still a lot of them, but it's significantly less, and they all seem to be avoiding one area in particular.
What's up with that area?
It is a city square kind of thing, like a park, but it's paved. It's so like Trafalgar Square kind of thing. And give me a perception or investigation check.
All of us?
Yes.
17.
Okay.
That's 25.
Whoa.
I'm not even
Keep
going to
letting me
bother.
roll in stats.
Okay.
That's a 13.
Okay.
But, like, why does it matter?
Oh, you can still see it. It's anything, Kvinna? No, that's a face. That's a face right there.
Now, right now there's a god arguing in my head, and I'm very distracted.
Okay. So both White Phantom and Miss Isabel, you see 3 ghosts that kind of keep flickering in and out, like they're having a hard time staying on the prime material plane. And they look
Spooky.
They do look spooky.
They look like the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future.
Yes. So one of them is androgynous in appearance, and every time they flash, they alternate between looking old and young. They wear a pristine white robe, and the top of their head is lit like a candle.
Korg will look at the person flashing from young to old and say, Korg, know that feeling.
The one kind of further away from you guys appears as a giant, bearded with a kind face. He wears a fur robe and is attended by doves and has olive branches woven through his beard and hair. And the last one looks like the Grim Reaper. And all the other ghosts are avoiding
Those 3.
Okay, well that seems like a safe space.
Should we go forth and know them better, friends?
Yeah, well, and it's an open square, so maybe it'll help us get our bearings.
I do need to start casing out these joints and seeing which ones might be the prime targets. It might give me a good space free of ghosts to look at things.
Yeah.
Korg think maybe one large hall will be enough.
Although I guess I'm slightly worried that if everyone's inside, it's going to be harder to do what you're talking about. But yeah, let's go to this quest marker.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, the one in the middle, that one. They have a big exclamation point above their heads. Let's go there.
It's grayed out, though.
What about the
gotta
one on
do
the
something
left?
else
Is
first.
that one bright colored?
It's green? You guys think you're under-leveled for it? No. So yeah, if you guys approach the ghosts, okay, let me think. How do I want to do this?
Oh dear, he said the line.
He said the line, but he said it to himself.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
Okay. Kvinna, the young one, the androgynous one, will kind of wheel on you, and you hear it's almost wearing like a porcelain mask, and you hear echoing through the courtyard. It say, your childhood taken. And then you feel kind of rushing backwards. Your 13th birthday, just filling out ledgers. Just a little candle to yourself. Happy birthday to me.
Oh, you made it sadder.
I told you you're a monster this session.
Not this session, no.
And then I blow out the candle, and then remember I need that.
Light it again.
And kind of, there's like an effect where as the candle kind of flickers, you see the young woman become 18, kind of aging slightly. And then you remember kind of sticking your head up, and that's when a monitor first kind of started yelling at you.
Hey, you there, girl. Where's the son of this place?
Friend.
And, you know, it kind of flashes back to this square. And instead of a monitor's voice in your head, you hear a deep graveling voice say, I have much to offer you too, child.
What do we see while all of this is going on?
Nothing. You see the ghost look at Kvinna, and that's it. Okay. White Phantom. The ghost of present turns to you, and he kind of lets out a jolly laugh, and you see yourself climbing into a window, and then you hear and
oh, that's not good.
Korg. Oh, never mind. Korg can't hear this.
Korg. The Grim Reaper points at you and kind of looks at you and shrugs.
Korg will kind of like put his hands on like,
and he says,
sort of point to his face.
Yeah,
that happens.
Yeah, and he will say, "Wow, I guess you're showing up sooner than I thought."
Korg lived. No, Korg's life was not good or long. Korg actually kind of upset about this. I'm assuming he said that out loud.
He did. He actually spoke aloud.
A nice reassuring pat on like Korg's calf or something.
And Future's usually the quiet one who just points at graves and shit. I like that. Especially when he started with, wow. What a bummer.
Dude, that must suck.
Korg was not expecting empathy, so Korg will take what he can get.
Then the three of you kind of, or the four of you, I'm sorry, the four of you kind of start to, out of body experience are like pulled back through time, and you see flash cuts of two of you recognize Alistair Scrimp being shown his boyhood, being shown kind of his young adulthood, being shown his fiance leaving him, and you hear him
sing an incredibly important but boring song.
Oh my god, it's so boring, and thank God it's cut from most of the movies. Anyway,
Right?
Someone on the internet will fight me for that. There are people who love that song.
I know people who love that song, but it's so boring and adds nothing.
And you hear Alistair Scrimp say, the only time I've ever been heartbroken is when I cared for others. Why should I? And the ghost kind of backs up like, oh shit, dude, this isn't working.
Abort.
Uh-oh. The giant takes over and kind of again flashing through. You see Alfie Clapham with his wife, 2 daughters, and this really sad looking little kid who probably coughs up a lung, and he's got crutches.
Is he the one who slapped
Korg?
Is he the one who slapped Korg?
No. He is sadder and sicker than that kid.
Oh dear.
He has a crutch and what they call the lung.
They have 1 lung between the family, and they all have to share it.
Oh no.
Here you go, Father.
No,
it's your turn.
I couldn't.
It's midwinter.
Yeah. And the ghost, you can see the ghost gesturing to the family like, this is sad, right? And Scrimp just kind of shrugs. And the ghost says, pointing at the little boy, but he will die. And Scrimp says, as we all will. Nothing to be done for that, and no crying will bring him back either. Perhaps it is best to look at it as a solution to the surplus population.
Jesus.
We all suffer.
You made Scrooge more evil.
Yeah. Well, he's not learning any of the lessons. He says, we all suffer in this world. The only ones we can count on are ourselves. The ghost is like, holy shit, dude.
We have got a live one here.
And says, there is one more. Perhaps he will change your mind.
How much fire damage do we take from just the heat of these takes?
And flashing, you see the ghost of Midwinter's future pointing at a grave, and Scrimp just kind of shrugs again and says, all of our deaths are inevitable. Being good and kindly didn't save Fragile Fred, nor will it save me.
Fragile Fred.
Who's Fragile Fred?
It's Tiny Tim,
It's Tiny Tim.
Oh,
It's Tiny Tim. That's terrible.
He says, Scrimp says, take what you can for yourself from this world before it takes what it wants from you. And the ghost of Midwinter's future says, wow. Dick move.
Damn, bro.
And says, truly, you are lost. And Scrimp says, a pity if that is what you believe, but I have never seen more clearly. I know what I must do. And it kind of comes back to the little square, and the ghosts flicker more rapidly and then fade. And you can hear the rest of the ghosts start to die down.
I don't think my boss is a very nice person.
All in favor of burning a house down.
Oh. I don't know if that'll help.
It will make me feel better.
Korg think it would be very, very, very satisfyingly ironic punishment if he was subjected to same torment and poor living conditions he subjects other people to by his hoarding of wealth and resources.
I don't know that they have irony here.
I don't think they do either, but they have fire.
You see, though, houses contain paperwork, and I promised Miss Kvinna over here earlier that I would not harm paperwork in this
We
mission.
wouldn't
Bless
be
you.
harming paperwork while acquiring additional wealth. This wouldn't be acquiring additional wealth. Your promise would stand, and we burn another house down while we're out.
Is this fun? Is this...
Korg will shake his head.
This is fun. I'm having a great time.
Yeah?
Out of character, this is a blast. In character,
yeah, for
no,
sure.
this is not.
I mean, I
Agree
just
on
saw
both.
myself getting shot, so...
Korg think that maybe we try not going through window.
Celdon is a stand your ground state, so just FYI.
Yeah.
Korg think maybe they should look at castle doctrine. Wait a second. Can I
Did anyone else see their 13th birthday?
No?
All I saw was this just unpleasant old man who's just.
Oh, that's my boss.
Korg have feelings?
Oh,
Oh wait, other unpleasant old man.
Pardon.
Well, maybe we could try to change some of the visions?
When you say boss, which boss do you mean? Because there's the one that you have a job from and the one.
Korg have idea.
No. Oh, right. There's a new voice.
There's a new
Pardon?
voice?
Korg
You-
putting that
are you
idea on
okay?
hold.
Huh?
You okay?
Are you okay?
I'm concerned, Miss
Are you-
from accounting, but
Are you ratting me
No.
out?
I don't know who you are.
does your old voice have a roommate?
Maybe, but they're like an odd couple situation, maybe. They're fighting a bunch.
Oh, that's another Dread Realm.
Ooh, odd couple. Good one.
Oh, odd couple. Good one.
Well, is there a way we could skip them to the season finale where they learn to get along?
Hey, who are you? Does
He
it
will
respond?
say,
Okay.
he will say, I am worshipped all over Toril and other realms. I can offer you so much more than your silly, forgotten ancient god. And I also love paperwork.
This is Lathander. No, thank you. No, thank you. We're not at home.
Lathander is a pretender.
Well,
Doesn't
that's
even
true.
like paperwork. No.
And he likes babies a lot.
Have they told you a
Does like
name?
babies.
No, no. I am
Can
fine.
you ask for it?
I did, and it seemed real dodgy about it.
Can you insist on it?
He's in your head after all.
If he's going to be taking up real estate, you should either charge him rent or at least ask his name.
He needs to sign a name on a lease, as I understand it. That's how real estate works.
Especially if he's a fan of paperwork.
Oh, I don't love this metaphor where I'm a house, but yeah, I must insist, sir or madam, that you reveal yourself or present some form of documentation or legal ID.
He will say, "Oh, if you insist. You may call me Mammon."
I've always kind of presumed that my knowledge feats come from a monitor for the most part.
Mhm.
Can I roll religion?
Sure. He's still there. You still feel your powers. It's just something else is new in there.
Okay. So I don't have to, like... You want to, for flavor, remove my proficiency or anything?
No.
Okay.
And you still feel like you can cast spells and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because you are imbued with his essence, even if he's not quite so present right now.
Yeah. Well, I got a 13.
Okay. You're trying to remember Mammon.
Certainly, I've heard some kind of curse or something.
Mammon, yeah, he's a devil. He's definitely a devil.
Okay.
Korg will cast Prestidigitation to do a dramatic music sting.
And I'm actually, Marty might be slightly confused because I know several real-world mammons.
Mm-hmm.
Is he typically associated with greed in the same way that he would be typical? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
He tries to subvert dragons just to piss off T-Mac because they're also into greed.
That's a great dick move.
Yeah.
I like it, actually.
Yeah. I really like him.
Well, we have other business tonight, so we should probably get to that. And Monitor, bless this mess. Okay, let's go.
Are you sure that's not going to be a problem?
We're going to rob this guy or not?
Well, I wasn't necessarily going to rob him. Seems kind of
productive. Share any of that information?
Would you? There's a devil in my head? No. No, well, I wonder whether or not we could change some of the visions. Maybe we could reunite old Master Crimp with his fiancée, or
Korg thinks that might be rewarding bad behavior.
Or save Fragile Fred, or...
I think we can do that one, me especially, without his assistance.
Korg can cast Major Illusion.
Well, we would need to find Alfie Clapham's house, which, if we go back to the office, I can probably look up his payroll information and find his address.
Korg also have meeting he needs to go to.
Oh.
I didn't realize we were strapped for time.
Yeah.
Are the ghosts gone, or just even more gone from the area?
Even more gone from the area.
Okay. So if we look out over the city, because we're a little bit uphill, we can still see this.
You can still see the wild hunt is still going on.
Okay. Well, I don't feel great about splitting.
How far through the night is
it? Is, let's say, bells just struck 11.
Okay.
We got time.
And it's winter, so it's probably a pretty long night. Oh, it's midwinter, so it's the longest night of the year.
It is.
Well, I don't feel super great about stealing a bunch of money just to give it to another rich guy if he's not going to help this other guy.
Well, but you got those work papers.
Yeah, but if Scrimp's just going to keep it all for himself, that's not super productive.
Yeah,
But
well,
if
maybe
you took it from him
there
and
we
gave
go.
it back, it's just kind of like nothing happened. But you've still technically done your job by giving him gold.
And you remove the debt.
Or
Also
we can
true.
maybe Master Scowly will be better in line with being able to help. We didn't meet him. Perhaps he's
That's
nice.
true.
And not wrapped in chains and bandages.
Certainly not hovering above our heads, screaming at us.
It's not going to work.
Well,
At least he sings the best song in the movie.
I don't want to cramp your life choices, Mrs. the Phantom, sir, but perhaps we could use your skills to break into our place of business to find the addresses of Scally, Scrimp, and Clapham.
Does the place that Korg had to meet at, is that coincidentally next to one of those houses?
I'm gonna guess that the Claphams live.
The Claphams probably live in that district of town. Yeah.
Okay.
So we can find ourselves a lining of purpose there.
New plan. Let's go break into our place of business.
I feel like you should have been given keys.
Oh, I don't believe we're high enough up on the food chain yet. Anyway.
It was your first day.
Yeah.
Alfie had
Korg have key.
Alfie will have a key.
I believe that the words on a trial basis were used. Anyway, so break into our place of business, get some addresses, go visit some people in the ghost spooky night.
Okay.
Well, it's
Everybody
good to have a plan again.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be the spirits of midsummer. Then we'll spread
Midwinter?
joy and not greed.
Give me a
Playing
chance.
that counter charm.
Give me a chance.
All right.
And you can hear Amanatar start to fight forward again and say, "She's my chosen. Back off."
Actually, he's slightly chuffed that he's fighting for me at all. So, like, I'll just. Monitor.
Is this what a shred of self-esteem feels like?
Bureaucracy and papers.
The true reason for this season.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get going.
So back down to the financial district, kind of cutting through. The ghosts are now even further avoiding you guys, almost to the same degree that they were avoiding the ghosts of past, present, and future.
Interesting.
So they kind of have a big circle around you guys now.
Do I have olive branches in my hair? Okay. Just gonna keep going.
So you guys head
It's a dove
to
from out of nowhere.
the offices of Scrimp and Scowly. What would you guys like to do?
Korg.
Pick that lock.
Is that door magic?
Pick that.
The
lock.
door
yeah.
is not magic.
Pick that lock.
Pick that lock.
We have at least 2 people here that can do that. Pick that lock.
What would you like me to roll?
Lock. Thieves' tools.
Oh, okay. I have proficiency with that. Oh.
So it's Dex plus proficiency plus your D20 roll.
That would be a 1.
Okay, well, ones don't auto-fail skills, so what'd you get?
That's true.
No, I should cast guidance.
So what it was? It was Dex plus proficiency, right?
Yeah, plus your... your
So presumably 6 or so.
7.
7.
Okay, snap.
But the lock or the tools?
Tools.
Well, this is embarrassing.
I don't know if Jay knows this, but you have double your proficiency bonus to all tool checks.
I know that. I also know I have mending, so I'm going to just pull the broken tool,
Oh.
pass them into her
I
hand,
was ready to
mend
make a
them,
pretty savage callback, but that's very good.
and then push her out of the way and stand in front of the lock and try.
Okay, well, I want to hear your callback now, Marty.
Last episode, I was given a paperclip.
No, nice.
Right down. So I was just going to say I was going to hand over the paperclip, but if we can actually mend the thieves' tools, that's pretty good.
So yes.
And for good measure, I will cast guidance this time because I should just be doing that on all of our skill checks.
Guidance is a D4.
Yes.
Guidance.
I'm about to murder this lock.
I'll just stand over in the corner and sulk.
Korg will pat you reassuringly.
Yeah,
28.
That's like a really hard lock. Click.
Imagine the entire hinge mechanism just falls out.
The lock gives you money. It's just like, just take it.
How much?
Gold. I don't know.
All right,
First,
write
I'm
it down.
not-
Jay.
Okay.
Before he changes his mind.
Okay, so yeah, the lock effortlessly opens and the door swings open.
First, I'm not the coolest one climbing. Now I can't even pick a lock. What good am I?
Oh no! You've got a great color scheme. No one knows who you are.
It's true.
I'm very mysterious.
You're very mysterious.
So mysterious.
So mystery.
Okay. Get back together.
Yeah.
A monitor in your head is kind of pressing forward again. It's clearly Gwenhyfar from the gala. You met Kvinna.
No. What?
Korg will give Gwenhyfar, the Phantom inspiration so she feels better.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this. Let's find some address.
A lot of people dress all in white. I'm on it.
It's very fashionable.
Yeah.
You know what?
In hindsight, Korg not sure that the best uniform for camouflage, but
Well, it's snowing.
Well, with all the ghosts around,
The snow's brown, but I mean, it's...
Yeah. I was about to say.
Korg not suggest sticking your tongue out.
Okay, everyone, hurry in. Okay, we're at work after hours. This is so exciting. Is this what fun's like?
Yeah.
yes.
I like
Actually,
Now-
yes, this time, isn't it thrilling?
Now,
I roll over a desk.
Make a dex roll,
Clatter,
make a dex roll, make a
clatter,
dex
clatter.
roll.
the next part of the fun is finding those addresses.
Okay.
Secret ingredient is crime.
What we'll probably... Is Scrimp's office locked?
Yes.
Okay. Mrs. the Phantom, sir?
Mhm.
Could you
Everything.
take care of this lock? And I will cast
can do
guidance
it.
this time.
I can do it. I can do this.
I mean, really, you
That
have
might
more
be
chances than
easier.
not. Oh, and did you physically spend the inspiration for her?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have one left until we take
You
a
have a
short
D8
rest.
and a D4, and plus 7. Holy
You
shit!
don't-
Soup.
you
Don't
don't
fuck
need
this
to
up.
use
And
the-
Isa believes in you.
Yes.
Okay. So 21.
Click.
Oh, there you go. See?
I rolled a 6 on the die, but I got a 4 off of that guidance. And
Nice.
Back on your game, Miss Phantom. Lovely.
all right. What are we looking for?
Papers.
Oh, I can take it from here, I think.
I've never
Um,
looked for not gold before. Or artwork or artifacts or you know what? Don't worry about it.
While we're here.
I need payroll. I need paperwork.
So give me an investigation check.
Okay. I cast
Okay.
guidance on myself.
Okay.
Korg will aid you.
Isa
Probably-
again believes in you.
Will that enough to give me advantage? If Korg's helping.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Okay.
Korg's a lot less subtle with his searching, though.
He's older and wiser now. He knows how to look for paperwork.
That's true.
17.
Okay. You find a kind of going through his file drawer. You find like the emergency contact sheet for the office, and it lists Alistair Scrimp's address, Johann Scowley's address, and Alfie Clapham's address.
And then the rest is just addresses of different morgues.
Okay, I've got everything here. How does he spend so little on coal? Like, it just seems like there should be more. Maybe he's got a really good deal.
You could probably stick a shovel in the lake and just use that as coal.
You probably could. And Kvinna, you do see that Alistair Scrimp's original address is crossed out, and Johann Scrowley's Johann Scowley's address is written above Scrimp's address. So presumably they live at the same place.
Oh.
That saves time.
Well, that will make it harder to isolate Mr. Scowley.
And Alfie Clapham does indeed live in the same area of town that Korg's paper says to meet in, and the White Phantom was there enough earlier that you remember that's not that far apart from each other. Mm-hmm. Especially because the tenements are not a very large district. It's just a lot of people.
Okay.
Very cramped, very tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are all pretty nearby.
Okay, well, we can score 2 veins with 1 pickaxe here if we do that part first. And then, and the later it gets, the more likely everyone will be asleep. So maybe then we can proceed back to the rich people district. And is that where Scowley and Scrimp live?
No.
Oh.
They live in the financial district.
Which is this one?
Which is this
right?
district, yeah.
Okay.
We can go there first.
Well, I still stand by they will be more likely to be asleep. Mm-hmm. And we actually want to catch the Claphams awake, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll let more time pass by going to the tenement district now, and we'll swing back this way.
Mm-hmm.
Try to put everything back exactly as I found it.
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
Can I guide that as well?
Sure.
Okay. Since it's not associated with a skill, I'm not sure, but it is just kind of...
It's still an ability check, but... That's not That's not a number.
19 on the dice, 4 on the guidance, and I have a +3. So that is a 26.
So you enter your mind palace and put everything exactly as it was before.
By the end of it, it just looks like your mind palace. That's how well you organized it.
You went to your mind palace, kicked out Lemon, and then...
and like everything. If anything was mildly askew that I straightened because I have mild OCD, I re-askew it.
Slightly wincing as
yeah. Put the coat rack back right before Korg bumped into it. Like straight up beautiful minds this place back into the exact spot. Close the door. Now it needs to be relocked.
Mm-hmm. So Thieves' Tools check. White Phantom or
Korg's still inside.
No, wait.
No, this is her specialty.
I put it back exactly how I found it. You were not in there when I found it. So I removed you as well.
Picked you up and carried you out.
And I will re-guide on the relocking attempt because this needs to work.
Okay. Golly jeepers. Okay.
It believes in you. It does no mechanical advantages, but it helps you feel
14.
Okay. Click.
I don't know if relocking it's going to be as hard as unlocking it.
I could see an argument that it might be harder. It depends. Is it an old timey like
lock the doors either way? Because when you're trying to unlock them, you're fighting against the pins. When the door lock wants to lock, they want to snap into place anyway.
Yeah, the pins will just go back. That's true. Provided it's a pin lock, or is it one of those big old timey? You just need a big old key to just trip one big tongue. It's fine. Okay, everyone leave. And I'm gonna put an extra coin, like kind of secreted, into Alfie's desk for midwinter.
Okay.
We'll mark that down, and then maybe we could like leave him a gift in the name of Scrimp, and then like it'll be like, no, you know what? I'm thinking about it too much.
Okay. You know, he's never gonna buy that.
Okay, I roll over a desk again.
Is it the same desk in the opposite way,
Yes.
so you undo it so you mush everything back?
Yes, exactly that.
Korg is kind of a little bit awestruck by this whole routine that Kvinna has.
You're doing it. You're having fun.
I'm having so
Adventure.
much fun right now.
Okay.
Like we got to break and enter and do paperwork
And then clean.
and
Yeah.
unbreak and exit.
Okay. So you have exited the office.
Okay, we have to lock that again too.
Yes. So one more thieves tools check. White Phantom.
And I'll guide again.
You can
Okay.
do this.
So I can just spam. That's F4. I have it set up on my macros as F4.
16. I really wish I could roll higher than a 10 on this dice, but it's okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go to Mr. Clapham's and to foment revolution or something. I'm not really sure what Korg's doing.
Okay. So you guys start heading across the city. You cross the bridge. There is no toll.
Nice.
And you head to the tenements. So, let's see. Oh, no, that's the sanitarium. Okay. So you guys,
Breaking the law.
so you guys enter the South Wall tenements, and the ghosts are heavily concentrated here. Like, you would say that this is the most you've seen yet. They continue to give you free reign, but it's a lot of them kind of howling and battering at shutters and kind of flying past windows and doors and stuff like that. So
Korg seeing a pattern here, and Korg not like it.
where would you guys like to go first? Do you want to go to Alfie's house or Korg's friend?
I assume Alfie because we want to catch him awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Korg has healing word prepared, so we can just make Fragile Frank slightly less fragile, and
I was thinking that as well because I don't really have anything beyond healing spells, but I don't think it's a hit points concern.
So
Do you have remove disease?
I do not.
lesser restoration might work.
I can
Nope.
help with the leg, but that's gonna take some time.
okay, so you guys find Alfie Clapham's house, and the ghosts, even before you guys get there, seem to be avoiding this one.
Oh,
Oh,
so they don't spread because we get there. They're not.
They're not there to begin with, yeah.
oh,
Should we like sing a midwinter's carol or just not?
Korg seems really excited at the mention of a carol.
Since
I-
Korg's on board, I'd say yes with the carol, but we should also know.
Okay. Does everybody know Torm Rest You Merry Gentlemen or
Korg was born to do this.
Platinum Bell?
Korg not wrong.
shall we be the ones to knock since he might know our faces a little bit better?
Yeah, we should do that. Rap.
Should I roll performance or?
Sure.
Oh shit!
Can I help with his performance?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't need it. I got a 19.
I want to anyway.
Okay, I mean, I literally, there's only one way I could possibly get something
See if you
higher.
get a 20.
Yeah.
I got, so that's in total, unless someone wants to cast guidance, that's a 28.
Yeah, I'll cast guidance. Let's go for plus 30.
Come on, let's 30. Okay, that's a 32.
It's the greatest carol of all time.
This is not the greatest carol ever sung. This is just a tribute.
Just a tribute.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Some actual bells chime in
with
from
some
nowhere.
amazing. Maybe the aging has somehow deepened the timbre of Korg's voice in a really satisfying way. Like he's just nailing it. And you knock on the door, and you can see Alfie Clapham kind of gently open it and stick his head and say, "Oh, hello. Is something wrong with
Master
the office?"
Clapham? No, but it's Midwinter's Eve, and me and Mrs. the Phantom here thought that we would visit you with joy and good tidings. Is this not like the best fucking carol you've ever heard?
It's
like
really amazing.
it's really good,
Yeah.
right?
Korg is like, there's not usually a guitar solo in this part, but Korg is making it work.
Yeah, no, I don't usually like a lot of runs, like just sing the song, but it's really work. It's tasteful.
But it's
Yeah, he will open the door and say, "Of course, come in. We were just going to have a late supper, I guess, at 11 o'clock at night."
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's almost midnight now. Come on.
it takes Korg a second to kind of snap out of his trance, and then he follows the rest of them in.
Oh no, we wait for Korg to finish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and feel the emptier for the finishing. But yes, we are now co-workers, and these are our friends, and we just it's midwinter. It's a time for friends and family.
It is. Good tidings and joy. Hello, my name is Alfie.
Everyone, this is Alfie. This is Korg. This is Miss Isabel Bronzeworthy, and of course, you know Miss the Phantom.
Hello, White Phantom.
Hello.
Yeah, and he will let you into his tiny little one-room house, where you can see a absolutely pitiful little like Cornish game hen looking thing on the table. He has a wife who he introduces as Melinda, two girls who you quickly deduce to be twins, Lizzie and Sadie, and then his very, very sad, sick-looking son, Fred.
Oh, Fragile Fred, my mistake. Korg will cast Prestidigitation to flavor up some of the dishes,
Okay,
so they don't taste like, I would assume, garbage.
they actually taste quite good. They are just very meager portions.
Fair enough.
From what you can tell, Melinda is a good cook. She just has nothing to work with.
Never mind then. I will leave them as they are. They are perfect.
We should have brought the biggest goose.
The
Well,
stores are probably closed by now as well.
we didn't mean to interrupt your suspiciously late supper, but
Well, he'll say he just got off work not but an hour ago.
oh
We always eat supper at plot convenience o'clock.
Yeah,
yes,
I wanted it to be sadder, so...
yeah. Well, yeah, that Master Crimp sure does work to you to the bone.
Yes, but if not for him, we wouldn't have this wonderful feast and celebrate with good friends and family.
Korg think maybe you are giving him too much credit.
Entirely.
Yeah, his wife will agree profusely with you. And he will say, no, of course. He's a good man. Deep down, he just hides it.
Well, it's either this or
From
the debtor's
himself,
prison.
especially.
Am I right?
So,
Korg is shaking his head.
can't help but notice, Alpha, you do not seem to be similarly plagued by the spectrum maelstrom that haunts your whole city.
Go Storm!
Go stop! He will say...
They made me old.
he will
They made Korg old.
Yeah. He'll say, No, we never have been. I think it's because we keep the spirit of Midwinter with us all year. I don't know
Korg
why
was
else.
singing a carol, and it did not help him.
Lissy and Sadie, the twins, will say, it's because we put salt outside.
Oh,
Oh,
Wise.
and aren't you the wise ones? Yes.
Thank you.
That is the old ways. And there is at least one voice in my head that is very pleased with old ways.
So can
We'll
Korg
kind of
cast
look at each
healing
other
word?
like, yeah, cool.
Can Korg cast healing word on Fragile Fred?
Sure. And he kind of, some of the color returns to his cheeks a little bit, but he... what Marty said,
Concentrated on his legs.
sure. But what Marty said earlier, he needs some kind of restoration spell. He is terribly sick.
He's still, like, I still want him to...
Of course. And it returns color to his face. He kind of gets a little more... He had a big smile on his face the entire time, but now his eyes don't look so sad behind the smile. Now he actually kind of looks... Cool, blimey, mister.
Oh boy, my other lung started working again. Oh, and it's gone.
I love Midwinter because my dad gets half a day's work. Comes home at 10.
Oh God. You know, I have a meeting actually that I think you guys might be interested in.
Well, I guess... Let's see, because Alfie just kind of believes there's good in this obvious monster person.
No, I don't think Alfie does. It's
No, Alfie believes
Yeah,
there is good
Alfie
in...
believes there's
Sorry,
good in him.
Scrim.
Melinda is just like...
I'm getting the
there's
names
not.
mixed up. I thought Alfie was the wife for some reason.
Yeah, and they weren't visited by the spirits.
Well,
I don't know that 100%. So,
they technically are, but they can't see the spirits when they are visiting them.
right, yeah. But maybe Kvinna doesn't know that, so she will... Have you seen 3 ghosts in particular? One, a giant of a man with a olives wine wound into his beard, and a strange androgyne, ageless mannequin, and
With a candle
death,
on their
maybe, probably death,
head? Possibly death.
maybe Kronos. Tough to say.
Can't say I have, no.
Korg thinks that one is nice. Maybe ask him if he wants to play dragon chess later.
Yeah, he was the most personable. Wow.
Much later.
Much later,
At least 60 years from now.
hopefully.
Oh, well. And has Master Scrimp visited you on any midwinters?
Melinda will start laughing. But like a mirthless laugh, like there's no joy to it. Yeah,
This is a cruel sound.
And Alfie will say, "No, but we invite him every year, don't we?" And his daughters will roll their eyes.
Korg will sort of look at the destitution at this table and say, Korg need to go outside for a minute.
Okay, be careful of the ghosts.
Korg will just stand right
Mind the
outside
ghosts.
and smack his head into the door frame.
I cast Mending on the door frame.
Yeah.
Oh, cast Mending on Fragile Fred. Maybe that's his problem. Does
If Izza is there long enough, she would actually like to sit down with Fragile Fred and say, I would like to show you something. And then she'll kind of like reach behind herself, undo something, and her arm will just kind of fall a little.
Mm-hmm.
A long time ago, I got broken as well. It may be possible for me to do something for you.
He'll kind of put on a brave face and say, I can do it all on my own.
Korg will hit the head door frame again.
Mending.
But
I
yeah, no,
believe
he
you
is.
can as well.
Yeah,
but
he is. There's clear interest in his face, but he's been told to be strong, and a clapham makes do or something. I don't know.
if I can, I would like to help you.
Okay.
But would it be? I hope it's not too much. But can you stand for me, please?
And kind of get his little crutch and stand up.
I think he has polio.
Design sketchbook out and can you walk a few steps?
Yeah, and he'll kind of walk with his crutch a couple steps, and yeah, his one leg looks significantly shorter than the other one.
Okay. Thank you, Frederick.
I need a restoration spell. He also needs a restoration spell. Like, maybe that's...
Well, it's on the itinerary.
It's on the itinerary.
I'm just wondering, like, should we take him with us, or...
Take a child with us out on ghost night? I don't think so.
Probably a bad idea.
No.
Forget I said that. Maybe tomorrow morning.
Korg is the worst babysitter.
Ghost night.
Well, we don't mean to intrude on you any longer, but happy Midwinter's Night, everyone. Sadie, Lizzie, Miss Melinda, very nice to meet you. Fred, of course, happy Midwinters, everyone. Double guns, really, Fred?
Hey, Alfie, one thing before we go, though.
Sure. Oh, we didn't
No,
get you
I just-
anything. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He'll
Don't
kind of look
please.
around, and he'll hand you a turnip.
Oh, now I feel obligated to take this. Thank you.
Lovely, we got you something, and hand him the turnip back.
Oh, good. This actually holds up the table, and I'll kind of shove it back under the table.
Yeah, I'll, pass it around behind my back. Oh, here you go.
Oh,
Oh, samesies.
so
We got
funny.
each
It's
other.
so funny.
Yeah.
This one's mushy on the same spot, though. That's weird.
Same store, probably.
Anyway, just wondering, couldn't help but notice Mr. Scrimp is quite mean. Is there anything that might cheer him up?
Other than more gold.
Yeah, he seems to like money, but he's never happy with the amount he has. I can't say I've ever seen him smile, to be honest. Well, that's a sad way to live, isn't it?
Indeed.
Yeah. And how long have you been working there?
Oh, since I was a boy, 20 years, at least.
So before the ghosts.
Yes.
Has he gotten better or worse since the ghosts?
I would say worse.
And what of your boss's heart?
Oh, Mr. Scowley's been dead for over 10 years.
Over 10.
Yeah, I occasionally ask Mr. Scrimp if we should fix the sign, but he says time will fix it.
Oh. Like they will just wear away,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
That's... Oh, that is a philosophy. And Scratch is one of the places we have to visit off the list. Well, actually, the same amount of places, less amount of people. Well, Alfie, it sure was good to see you.
Wonderful to see you. So happy we're friends now.
Me as well. I don't have many. Could I just speak to you out on the stoop since you are less worried by ghosts than others?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Goodbye, Clapham.
Goodbye, everybody.
Your name's inherently silly.
Hope to be seeing you soon.
And just out on the stoop, there's such a thing as toxic dwarvishness. That there's a lot of pride wrapped up in things. But I would like to give him 3 silver to be able to gift to his like children kind of thing. Like I don't know exactly how to communicate it, but like
No, he gets what you're saying, and he kind of looks at it and he says, "But I didn't get you such fine a gift. I can't take this."
Oh, we only met earlier this day. You couldn't have known.
But you knew. You gave me something.
Wink. Well, the pleasure of working with you tomorrow will certainly be its own gift.
I thank you so much for your kindness on this wonderful midwinter's eve.
It's midwinter.
Pull back, ghosts are still flying everywhere.
Maelstrom of ghosts.
Korg is in the fetal position.
Yes.
Delightful midwinter.
There's something about the House of the Damned this time of year.
Really puts you in the festive spirit.
Well, we shan't keep you any longer. We have more houses to visit. My friends, their friends. We're just on the rounds. A Carolyn, a Wasselin. I think we're Wasselin.
Oh, we need to give you wassail. Oh no.
Oh yeah, but no, that's.
Where to even get wassail?
I don't know.
So do we have enough time to go to Korg's meeting, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
I don't mind going over. I'm just not sure how long you guys want.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up in a second, and then we'll figure out when the next episode is off stream. But okay. You guys wave goodbye to Alfie, and you head over a couple blocks, and you find the address listed, and it's just another apartment building, and it says knock, shave, and a haircut.
Do you have a razor?
Korg will go knocking.
Yeah, and then 2 bits will be responded, and then the door will slowly.
Oh. No, that's beard in a gold mine. Weird.
Korg, you know the beard that Korg grew? He will look Kvinna dead in the eye, tear it off with one hand, just without flinching, and then walk inside.
Just blood.
Are we sure he's not a barbarian?
Ow. I'm mostly impressed with how he managed to get the whole thing off in one piece.
Korg, not sure it was real.
It's been an old man disguised this entire time.
I mean, I do have a disguise kit.
He's been haunting the amusement park the whole time.
Oh no, it's old man Korg.
Korg would have gotten away with it too.
It wasn't for you wailing ghosts.
Okay. So, after the door swings open, you see the contact who met you earlier, Korg, kind of the stereotypical Dickensian hobo, kind of walk up, and he looks at all of you, and then he looks at Korg and he says, "Holy shit, what happened to you?"
Korg had unfortunate encounter with Ghost.
Oh. Ezra
You have cleric.
wept. We don't have a cleric, but we have somebody who can cast spells. Come on.
Okay. Korg not feeling so good.
And he'll lead you into a large tap room, and there's a bunch of miscreants, similarly dressed, kind of hobo-looking people. You would say prostitutes are in a certain section, and there is a tall, muscular woman with her back to you behind the bar, and a guy kind of hood up back to you, sitting at the bar with a drink, and the hobo introduces himself as Fitzhugh, and says, "This is the gang. We got some new recruits," and everybody kind of raucously cheers.
Oh, okay. I guess we recruits now.
Well, it's just kind of, how we talk. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. It's dangerous. What we do is super illegal for some reason. Well, not them. They're actually gainfully, and he'll gesture at the prostitutes. He says, "That's fine."
They're ladies of negotiable affection, of course.
Yeah, of course.
As long as they keep receipts. And I give them a stern, keep your receipts, ladies.
One pulls one out of her bra.
Of course. And
I do me taxes, I do.
Oh no.
Fitzhugh will say, "Boss, one of the ghosts got this guy. Can you help him?" And the guy at the bar will kind of gesture you forward.
Hello.
And he'll kind of reach behind you and just kind of grab your face and cast Greater Restoration.
Ugh. Korg, young again.
The stature of this aimlessly grabbing person, would you consider them a bigger fellow?
No, they were kind of rail thin.
Okay.
And he'll pull back his hood, and he has 2 white horns and pale white skin. And you would say he has a rat face and a crustache. And he says,
Shit. Yep.
"Now where the fuck are y'all from?" And that is where we will end tonight. We'll pick up again soon.
Hi, Smiley.
Oh,
Amazing.
Smilex.
From one dread realm to another, man.
Okay.
You're just having a rough go of.
I never said the Raven Queen sent him home.
And I want to say, he also mentioned a very large, muscular woman behind the bar. I think I may also know who that is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone, we need to tell
Roll
Zom
to
to watch
metagame.
this episode, but not why.
Yeah.
Outros and plugs. Daniel.
Hi. I'm Dan. If you or someone you love is afflicted with sudden aging disorder, you know the rest. You can catch me. I guess you can't really catch me on anything for like the next 2 weeks or so, except maybe this Wednesday, because it's the holidays and all the games are on hiatus. But follow Horrible Barovia Time on Twitter. Follow Must Be Fate on Twitter, and follow me on Twitter at LightningFast11.
Awesome. Soup.
Hi, I'm Soup, aka Soupska. I do artwork. You should check out my Instagram and my Twitter at Soupska.
Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. You can follow me on Twitter if you would like. And I am also going to recommend, if you would like to know why we all just freaked out, go watch our old campaign, Homebrew. It's a good time.
There is a full playlist of it available on our YouTube page.
That's true.
And Marty.
Hey, I'm Marty. It's your boy. I have to just plug the shared Hattonverse experience is truly rewarding.
He is great. He is a monster.
Yeah, you do a great job, Andy. And every time other Easter egg or callback or such comes in, I'm just pleased as punch, and this one got me real good. So, well done.
Was not expecting that at all.
Andy, yeah, and
As
everybody.
soon as he said horns, I'm like, this is either Krampus or someone we've known.
Yeah, I thought it was the jester cleric whose name escapes me because I don't have my notes.
What is it? Oh, Gark.
Gark. Yeah, I was gonna say Garg, and I knew I was close. So yeah, I was like, it's Gark. That's cool, but no, it's even better that it's Smiley.
I didn't think
Crush
Bard's
Ash,
got greater
Rat
restoration.
face.
Well, if they don't, I cheated.
They do.
So-
They do.
They can,
Depending
on the school, they can borrow. If
No,
not,
they just can.
They can
It's
get it,
on the
right?
Bard spell list.
yeah,
Oh, am I? Hello? Am I connected?
Yeah, we can hear you, yeah.
Sorry.
we got you.
I'm
Andy Hatton, everybody.
Andy Hatton at Andy Hatton on Twitter. Follow me to see an announcement about Wednesday's game. It may or may not be Task Force. Unlikely. We're working some stuff out.
Sorry.
I also have a product on the DMs Guild called Thank Torm It's Torm's Day. And check out my Twitter for an announcement for a couple other products hopefully released soon. So, yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, and to be continued.
To be continued.
Yeah.
To be continued.
The revolution is to be continued.